Good evening everyone, welcome back to Tom Plays Europa Universalis 4 for absolute beginners. We are back with England and trying to let things calm down after taking Brittany over. So yeah, might want to focus on colonising and exploration for a bit, I think. Let's get our main navy back in case we need them. Should really send them to London so they're convenient, but just so much easier to see in Sussex. Oh right, after we got rid of a leader, one has died. Hadn't noticed that. Not to worry, anyway. It sounded like we were actually losing money there. Okay, not great, but give it some time. In the meantime, let's actually explore a bit. Okay. Okay, new settlement. Right, I think they're actually still in the same province. So I would normally go with Unite the Colonies here, because even though extra tax is great, far more important for us to colonise quickly. French particularists, probably not our problem. I think France can handle them. We can check. Yeah, no match for the French army at all. Okay, another uprising, which was put down with no problems. Oh, this is good, we've discovered quite a few areas. Definitely want to get a presence on this area, because if we do it right, it'll allow us to build some ships to the west of the Americas as well. I might just bring these ships home, actually. Maybe we could do this one last area on the way. So yeah, that's another one we want to eye up, but we also want to eye up Louisiana, because you can easily get cut off from colonising up there. Scotland's making claims, not a problem. How are they doing? Yeah, I think they've got more to worry about than making claims, really. High naval attrition. Oh, it's alright, looks like we've got home. Good. Okay, so the Isles have pretty much conquered Scotland. Just less than with Perth. That's interesting, I've never seen that happen before. So I wonder if they will still do anything with Norway. I'm sort of torn between wanting to attack Munster, which would obviously mean we would end up fighting the Isles, and wanting to leave them as powerful as I can to see if they'll take some bits of Norway that we can then take from them more easily. Ooh, who's this? Join a coalition against the Isles? Why? Even though it'd be quite funny to actually be part of a coalition, I don't really see the point. I'm not even sure anyone else is going to join. I guess they just got a lot of aggressive expansion because they just increased immensely, but they're not a threat. Lost a claim on Zealand. Okay, we better build a spy network over here as well then. But hey, that's what it looks like if you've got the option to join a coalition. Form a coalition against them. I assume that's because their aggressive expansion, yeah, it's quite high. That's going to go down fairly quickly. And I doubt anyone else cares. And honestly, I don't think I do. They're no threat to us, however much they've expanded by. All they've basically done is replace Scotland as far as we're concerned. That's not a concern. We can actually make claims on Castile. Okay, unification. End up fighting the Ottomans, which isn't good, but I'm going to accept anyway, simply because at worst it's only going to affect France. I don't think we need to do anything. I mean, okay, we could lose some land, but right, let's just make a claim on Castile. Might want to stop building a spy network now because we are in theory allied to them. So it's a bit rude that we're making claims, really. But at least if we come into conflict with them again, we can take a province as a result of it. That's going to be admin, isn't it? We're still not very behind on administrative tech, so not that keen. Oh, yes, two things. We are in a position to get a papal blessing, and we can summon the Diet again. I don't think any of the enemies in this war are within reach of us. Hesse and Brunswick. No, we're not going to be able to take anything. So France will hopefully help. So we don't have to. Which is great. Right, let's do the Diet. Which will allow us to seize land again, because we're above 50%. Burghers want us to discover Labrador, and that will actually give us colonial enthusiasm. So I'm thinking let's go with the Burghers, even though they're currently the most loyal. And we can't yet seize land. Oh no, we can't seize land because we're not at peace. That is annoying. Very annoying. Right, well, we could gain a boost to our manpower by proclaiming a holy war here. I'm inclined to go with the papal blessing, because we're losing quite a bit of prestige and we're not going to gain any from this war. So let's go with that. We need to let things calm down a bit anyway. A lot of potential enemies there. Could improve relations with the papal state again, just in case. Right, so we need to basically head up towards Labrador. I wouldn't mind discovering Bermuda as well. Yeah, it feels really odd that we haven't got anything in North America yet. I feel like I'm doing England the wrong way around here, because we actually started in South America. Still have embraced colonialism. That is actually good, because it should start to... Whoa! We did? When? Oh, I see. Okay. Right, in that case we should reinstate the spy network. At least once we finish spying on Munster. Okay, so no help from Castile against Aragon then. Probably not the most effective way to, seeing as we're meant to be finding North America. Would be, you take a lot less damage if you go up the coast. But it's nice to have the open sea as well. And we can head west to Florida now and then just follow the coast back down. Apparently, fulfilled mission, is it this one? Nope. No, it has to be 100%. Oh, right. Oh, we can fulfill it though. Have enough manpower. Discover the Americas, right. I did think we'd have some like this. So that gives us more settler chance, so it's well worth having. Settling America, yes, we need to go to North America for that. So yeah, we don't have as many. We have... Yeah, I suppose we'll cover this later, but we've got a mission there we don't want to fulfill until we're absolutely ready. So slightly unusual. Can I declare war on Burgundy? Well, let's see. Still got lots of people willing to help Burgundy though. But we will end up fighting Burgundy if we attack Aragon. I'll try to take Navarra. Question is, do we actually want to put troops down there if while this war's going on? Because we can't count on having as much help from France as we would normally get. The reason I'm looking at Aragon is because I know at some point Castile and Aragon are going to join forces and probably unify into Spain, and anything we can do to weaken Castile, as they're probably our main concern at this stage in the game. Actually, if we are going to do this, we might be better off starting with Burgundy. Oh, brilliant. Extra stability. Always appreciated. Probably makes us less likely to have uprisings as well. Okay, let's see. Pragmatic sanction. Alright, cool. Actually going to be able to have a female Holy Roman Emperor, possibly. It's often one of the problems with being Empire. Right, so how close are we to our force limit? Not very close. We could certainly stand to build some more troops. We don't have many artillery at the moment. and they will become more useful with time. Let's get some French artillery. Oh yeah, we knew about that. Burghers want privileges. Okay, let's slow this down when we think about it. We either lose admin power or diplomatic power. Oh, this is frustrating. It's going to stop us from seizing land. Alright, I'm going to deny them. On the grounds that if we're about to start a war, then we probably want the nobility on board. So what I'm thinking is we attack Navarra. They will pull Aragon into it as our overlord, and also Burgundy and Siena, and we'll start by attacking Burgundy. Hopefully we can get them to pull out and give us some of these lands. Really going to be pushing our aggressive war score here. And then we can turn around and go after Aragon. It's going to be a problem, and because France and Brittany are off helping Austria, and they will of course be weakened, but at the same time I don't want to leave it too long. Might as well explore while the army's being built there. Because I think ultimately Castile and Aragon may join forces. That we almost certainly will. They pretty much always do, despite being rivals at the moment. So this is as weak as Aragon is going to get. And while we probably won't take much from them, at least if we can weaken them a little, it will help us later on. I suppose in theory we could do discovering Labrador as soon as possible, simply because doing so will increase our settler chance, so it will make our colonies grow faster. Heading up the coast this time. So it sounded like it was a reunification war with Bohemia, so for some reason Bohemia's trying to break free of Austria. Or perhaps they didn't have Bohemia yet. So this is going to make Austria even more powerful. Technically makes them a better ally, but also means that if we come into conflict with them, they're going to be a bigger threat. Right, I think we should send this ship back now. They haven't discovered Labrador yet, or at least a long way towards being able to. We should have our troops now. Bit worried about this. Partly because of the aggressive expansion, and partly because the French and Britannic armies have probably taken a bit of a beating fighting with Austria, while Burgundy and Aragon are likely still fresh. Should be better off around there, wouldn't we? Do you really want to get another idea group? Oh, with a papal controller. Fantastic. Okay, so let's put 5 more into becoming the controller. Tempted to check if we can excommunicate someone. To good an opinion of them, and it looks like we took our ships too far and have lost some. So some of the colonial navy has died. That is not good. We just lose the one. We might have lost a heavy ship as well. No, I don't think so actually. That was a free one, wasn't it? So yeah, we need more transport ships, which I think we're going to have to make over here. Might just make the one, because we've still got cogs at the moment. If they were a higher tech, I might have been tempted to do a bit more. What happens if we attack Aragon directly? We've got to use Humiliate Rival. Yeah, we can't conquer provinces if we do that. So we're better off attacking Navarra. So I think Aragon, Burgundy, Siena is about right. And we're going to conquer it. That's fine. So assuming Burgundy are joining in, they probably will, which will mean Brabant will also join in. Cool. And we can hopefully do some damage, like probably only a little bit of damage, but a little bit of damage to both Burgundy and Aragon. And the future Spain. Should check this actually. There's probably not a lot of point trying to have a royal marriage with Spain, given that Austria's about to take them over. Ansbach. They're all the way over here, I think, somewhere. No, it's Anhalt, Tom. There are rather a lot of countries in the Holy Roman Empire. Native population. Okay. There it is, yeah, that's miles away. So, not worth doing anything with. So hopefully at some point we'll still get some help from France and Brittany. But at the moment, not so much. Okay, I'm going to set off here. Ooh, hang on. Let's help France. Counting on our navy being abnormally powerful. Oh, this is good. France is helping. Some repairs, because they're getting repairs. So presume they won't be able to set off for a bit. And then we can sit there and prevent them from taking off. Just thinking if we just do one turn of the month, so these just go up a little. Might even be enough. So we can at least trap their navy there. Oh good, France is attacking Burgundy. That's good. It looks like we are sieging 2 castles simultaneously, so we can't really help at the moment. A bit of a concern because they're kind of chasing France down. So yeah, hopefully we can head down and help soon. Probably just leave a navy there, at least they're pinning Aragon's main navy. Assuming they don't decide that they can overcome us. Oh, global settler increase, we need that. Okay, and Berlin. Let's see. We can have another advisor, or we can gain prestige. Right, we're probably going to gain some prestige anyway, unless we lose. So let's have another chief advisor. I'm not planning to actually employ her unless Catherine of Aragon dies. Even though I think she's diplomatic reputation, which is better. But then, I don't want to just throw away our cheaper advisors. That is more important. Right, brilliant. So we've won this siege. At least, can we deal with these guys without being beaten and breaking the other siege? Apparently we can, which is good. That's occupied by England, isn't it? Okay, brilliant. Right, France is taking that land back, which is great. So let's head down here and start helping. Going to preemptively improve relations with Poland. Pomerania? Why not? Okay, so Brabant's trying to do a siege with far fewer people. If they commit to it, military alliance with the Ottomans, that's okay. I'll cope. I might send the armies up to attack them. So it would be good to break their armies, basically. So we don't have to worry about them marauding around and attacking France. Right, so they've run away immediately after seeing us coming, which is interesting. Okay, well I suppose that's broken the siege by itself then. If you interrupt a siege, they have to start over from scratch. So, fine. And a cedar back. going to hope we can finish our siege first and then head up and chase them off again. I'm not going to count on it because the computer always seems to finish sieges ridiculously fast. Okay, just got a penalty. Who's this? Oh, Holland. Of course. Wanted to recreate our claims over here, didn't we? Probably just a couple. Just to allow us to inch a little further along. Need to be careful with the aggressive expansion. So we've got more of Burgundy's armies heading up there. It would be great if we could actually get them to fight ours. Okay, brilliant. So a bit of pause. One of our colonies has actually finished. So this is going to be interesting. I would love to start a colony over here. Problem is, we are going to need to get our troops across. Suddenly realised that actually we're only supposed to have one colonist at the moment, so we probably should have sent our colonists to the other Caribbean colony, the one that's already established. Never mind. We are in a hurry, and we were kind of managing. Really need this siege to finish. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Nope, not interested. But apparently the Protestant Reformation has started. Can't say I'm tremendously concerned about that right now. Okay, so they're abandoning that siege. Are these guys going to abandon their siege? Or are they going to let us fight them? Because I'm fairly sure we can make mincemeat of them. Okay, this is good. The less troops are wandering around threatening France. I should hopefully allow France to... Well, if you're just going to stand there. Don't even have the advantage of a castle here. That was a bit silly. Siege this castle. Yes, we've got a state option because we can make this into a state. There's no particular reason not to, but we don't really want to call the land. So we're going to have to remember that we don't want to call this because basically once the colonial nation forms, they will do it for us, using their admin power instead of ours. So we're better off not doing. In effect, on to the next siege. I'm hoping France is making progress on that one as well. I'm actually quite pleased we started this war because the Austrian one is still ongoing. So, that's fine. That's fine. We could well have been still stuck in a war. which we would gain nothing from whatsoever. So once this siege finishes, we'll see if we can mince up that army as well. Then we'll head back down to help France again. Hopefully. Kind of hoping they might finish their siege too. That sounds like a colony has set up. Send the weaker army there. I don't know why they're fleeing to there, that's not far enough. Can we go straight to help France? Oh, they don't need us. Brilliant, in that case let's start a siege. Okay, right. Bit risky sending a cog out on its own, I think. So maybe let's just move the army in chunks so we can still get most of the army there. So this colony won't be going as fast because it doesn't have a colonist helping it, but it is still growing. But yeah, we better get the colonial army over here. So in theory this colony should be fine now. There shouldn't be any uprisings, so we don't need the army anymore. It's different if you've taken the land militarily as opposed to colonising, which we will do more of as England, because our powerful army is kind of our main strength. Actually, let's just chase you away from Paris. I feel like Aragon is making surprisingly little headway, all things considered. Okay, let's annihilate you instead then. We're doing a pretty good job of crushing Burgundy, and Aragon doesn't seem to be taking advantage much. Still, maybe it would be worth seeing if we can get Burgundy to... I mean, what would they actually give us at this stage? Why would I want them to give Turin to Savoy? Yeah, that doesn't seem very useful. Oh, right, yes. So this again is why the Reformation happened. Translates the Bible into English, and the response is to burn him and the book. But we need to go with a nasty option because it just makes everyone like us more. Okay, so we can't actually get everything, although to be fair the peace value is pretty high anyway. Oh, we could get those two though from Brabant. We'll send our aggressive expansion through the roof. I suppose the only question is, will we be able to do that just by taking Burgundy? Still, there's no harm in taking a bit more of Burgundy. Just to see some ways I'd rather take land from Burgundy directly rather than Brabant, but I get the impression that the Brabant lands are more valuable. Although that will probably also mean that they increase our aggressive expansion. So, yeah. We do a bit. I don't know, would we be better off taking these two? Might help with a war score as well, I suppose. I think I might. Gets Burgundy out of the war at least. Oh, good grief. There we go. Military coalition time. Right, so same deal as before. I think Cleves is one of the founder members, so let's improve relations with Cleves. Stone Constance. Yeah, we're going to have a bunch of these, aren't we? We should also start to core those two provinces. Sooner the better, really. Yeah, so actually I'm doubly glad now that we didn't take Antwerpen, because that would probably have made things even worse. As it is, we're already at risk. So I think at most with Aragon we're going to take 2 provinces. We'll try and take Navarra because they're a long way away from the Holy Roman Empire anyway. It might be worth taking this province, whether we can hand it to France, whether it comes to England. It'll then allow us to start making claims. So we don't have a claim on it, so it will cost more to core, but I think it will be worth it. Okay, yeah, we desperately need to improve things. This is where Catherine of Aragon's bonus may come in handy, because I think we may have overdone it a little. This is basically because we already had a bunch of aggressive expansion from taking Brittany. On the plus side, we are a lot more powerful now. So hopefully, even though they're all in the military coalition, they'll be a little more reluctant to fight us. Also, Burgundy can't join in because we will have a truce with Burgundy. Influenza, quarantine it. I think. Hamburg. Okay. Just anyone we can find, really. Oh, lost an advisor. It's me not paying attention. Okay, well, I don't think we can afford... Oh, that's a cheap +3 advisor. No, it isn't. I'm just not used to how much things cost. Okay, let's just do national tax modifier. Berg and Goslar. Well, probably makes sense to get some military tech, although not going to upgrade the troops just yet. But the extra military tech might also put them off attacking us. Actually, we probably can upgrade them because it's probably just the cavalry. No, it isn't. It's also the artillery. So that does take our morale down a bit. Not as bad as infantry. I'm just going to count on them not attacking us immediately. So yeah, apart from the fact that we have a coalition against us, which is never great, that's actually going quite well. We have France sieging that entrance to Aragon. We're sieging the other one, which is the one we actually have a claim on in Navarre. And I think the only other person who might be helping them would be Sienna, who is tiny. Looks like Brittany is actually heading over there. So maybe at some point we can get them to pull out, but it probably won't affect much whether they do or not. But yeah, that's Brittany pulling their weight there. Always nice to see. I don't know if they'll be able to actually siege the castle themselves. But I'm not sure we actually need to anyway. I might just make a claim on a Castilian colony, and then we'll set the 5th advisor to making friends as well. This is a worse coalition than we got for France. And I'm also about to make things worse. I'm definitely going to have to let things calm down after this. Okay, so Aragon's war's finally over. Austria's gained some land from the Ottomans, which is good. Bohemia is in the Union again. Actually, is that good? Come to think of it, the Ottomans are probably less of a concern to me, so actually maybe that's bad for us. Still can't be helped. Still thinking in terms of Austria being an ally. Okay, now that's a worry. Can I get troops there in time? Probably not, unfortunately. Oh well. Growth of cities, I would say let's go with it. Because it will be easier to increase tax in London later. Okay. Right, well, I'm going to combine these armies so they're all under the one general. I'm going to have to fight this Aragonese army at some point. Might as well be now. Not really planning to cover trade companies, so this idea is probably a bit useless, but nonetheless. I see, they're running away, are they? Okay, well it's probably a mistake, but I'm going to go in and try to siege this castle France was sieging. Looks like France is coming to back us up, and now running away. I may end up going over to fight them off Navarra. I'd really like to fight their army, to be fair. At the same time, I don't want to be chasing them back and forth, over and over. Oh, we can make this claim on Castile now. Right, we can't claim that, and it's probably a colony anyway. So let's claim Barbados. Okay, apparently that's not an option. Maybe that's still a colony. San Martin? Why not? I'm just going to stop building the spy network. And we're going to start improving relations with people. Good grief, what happened to Florence? Well, it doesn't look like they're in the coalition anyway. As Baden certainly is. Palatinate is part of Austria, so they aren't. Switzerland is part of the coalition. Honestly, anyone I can find at the moment. Should really go for the bigger ones. Okay, I think hopefully we should win our siege before they win theirs. We mustn't overdo it. The question is our army even big enough to take them on now? That's a combined army of 40. Do we need mercenaries is basically what I'm asking myself. So the mercenaries, don't know if we've done them, they're basically the same place you recruit normal armies, but you just head over to the recruit mercenary screen, and they tend to be expensive, but they have their own manpower. Yeah, that's fine. Sometimes they come with their own generals. At the moment I've combined this army, so I have 3 general actually. So let's just go with a free company. They do take a while to build, so you don't want them in a position where they're in danger. Here I don't think we are. They've got to siege this castle. They're going to have to go through that castle. You can't combine them with your armies, but of course they can occupy the same space and attack at the same time. So we'll move them over actually to help with the siege. Might speed things up, but at least that should equalise our numbers a bit, or rather put us ahead. We will be hemorrhaging money, but not so much as we would be if we lost. Yeah, you see, so the other army's coming over, so we're going to have a big pitched battle. I'm hoping the morale's going to recover on the way over, and we've lost the siege immediately. That's annoying, so we're going to fight at a disadvantage now. Do have a numerical advantage. Is it enough? It is enough. I'm gonna say that. Okay, but now we have to siege this castle. All over again. But we have at least defeated their army now. That should help. What's the betting they're gonna go straight over and start sieging that castle? Yeah. I'm going to send my main army over. I'm going to leave this army here, send my main army over there. See what they do then. Because I think we can take them. And we can. We chase them off. So I'm going to turn right back around and join this siege, because I don't trust them not to attack that one. They will probably head back there. But at least we have given ourselves an extra head start on ours. Might even leave them for a bit and then send our army back. So the big advantage with the mercenary army is that they have their own manpower pool. As you can see, ours is at 0, has been for a while. So while we are still replenishing our army, we're not doing it very fast. Whereas the mercenaries shouldn't be having quite the same issues. Unfortunately, this army is big enough now that we probably can't take them on without the mercenaries. So we're going to be stuck doing what we did last time. Okay, I'm going to set the mercenary army to accept attachments. I'm not always that keen on attachments, but because I quite like our other armies to go around doing their own thing. But if France wants to attach to the mercenary army, at least I know it will wear off. Skill 2 trader. They're going to be diplomatic again, aren't they? And I'm not keeping up with the coalition. Need to pay attention, Tom. Could in theory get attacked at any time. Got to take the coalition seriously. Some of the people who are subjects of other people here. Okay. Getting too caught up in the war, you see. What's going on down here? Oh, maybe nothing. How are they doing? -21. Okay, so we've got a 14% chance. Surely this time we can win the siege and head over before they win theirs. Now the question is going to be whether or not we can win this time. At least we should have the advantage this time, hopefully. Assuming the castle doesn't fall while we're on our way over, which would not amaze me. Spare no expenses as usual. This might be useful, that's great. Please stop putting alerts in front of me when I'm trying to watch the battle. Okay, brilliant. That's what we wanted. Okay, slow down, in fact pause. Right, attempt to improve conditions is usually the best option. It's going to send us into debt, but it gives us improved tax in a whole bunch of areas. This is actually our army now. That's just sad. Actually, we should see whether we can get those 2 areas yet. Right, no, I don't want you to do that, so I'm going to select my own options. I want these 2. Looks like it's going to England, I don't mind. Ooh, can we get Garona as well? We can. How about this? Okay. Let's take 4. So that, of course, is going to make things even worse in terms of the coalition. But if we survive... I'm actually gonna... Ooh, do I dare ditch the mercenary army? That's an interesting question. If we survive, it will make us a lot stronger and the future Spain a lot weaker. We lost our admiral. Okay, well, let's just bring you there. Now I'm very concerned that our army is quite weak at the moment. They're not in a coalition, are they? Magdeburg, however, is. Right, well, let us use the mercenaries to help France put these down, because I'm sure France has also taken quite a hit to their manpower. What options do we have? Our legitimacy is at maximum. Forgive usury or tax or mercantilism. I might just go for tax. Let's get more money. Castile. Oh boy. Now we're in trouble. So yeah, that's actually really bad. Castile has joined the coalition. That's going to make them far more powerful compared to us. Certainly not getting rid of this mercenary army just yet then. Okay. Nonetheless, not much we can do about it, so let's move this cog. Now we're currently not at war. And we need to resume our exploration to find Laborde. And to be fair, I should probably actually stop there. You know, before the coalition declares war on us. So what actually is our aggressive war score? Obviously they hate us. Aggressive expansion is -51 for Castile. For Liege, it's -132. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Not so bad for some of the others. So we'll see. Okay. So I'm half expecting to start next time with an instant declaration of war against us by Castile. At least Burgundy still can't join in. Obviously, as before, the longer this goes on, the less chance there is of a coalition attacking. because our aggressive expansion will go down. We're going to keep trying to make friends with everyone in the Holy Roman Empire, and hopefully people will start pulling out. And of course, we're definitely not going to attack anyone else. It's probably a mistake for me to take those 2 extra provinces. I really should have stuck to the 2 I was originally planning. It's me being too greedy, so now we may end up losing even more. But we'll see. If we get away with it, it will be brilliant, but I'm not going to count on that. Oh, we've got an extra explorer. Okay, they'll do instead of an admiral then. That is fine. But yeah, apart from keeping our diplomats as busy as possible, probably no point making friends with Castile. They paid us too much. They consider us a rival now. If actually we'd be rivaling them as well, we probably should. Okay, if they're going to rival us, we may as well rival them. Help with our power production. Nobody needs any help at the moment. We've still got a bonus from forcing France into a union. Good grief. But yeah, anyway, so tentatively that went well, but I'm not at all sure it's not going to backfire really, really badly. But we will see. We'll keep coring the provinces, we'll get our debts paid. Once we've done that, as our army recovers, we'll eventually let go of the mercenaries, but I don't dare at the moment because they may be the only thing stopping us from being attacked. And yeah, we'll just keep our heads down and hope things calm down without anyone actually declaring war. And we'll also carry on searching for Laborde and colonising. And that should pretty much do it for this time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.